Hey guys!
Hold on a second.
Happy Saturday. I am officially unbanned from Facebook for the time being. So I really apologize for not being able to check in or comment or like or encourage or congratulate or do anything since Wednesday morning. And Wednesday morning I had planned on being able to work Wednesday night and I was banned. So I apologize for that. It's happened twice now this week, and I'm not exactly sure why. So taking advantage today, and I will be slowly checking in with everyone through the weekend. Going to take it a little easy so that Facebook's not banning me again for overactivity or something. So anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this week. I hope you have enjoyed putting into practice gratitude and affirmations and visualizations, and reading and learning the importance of exercise, even just 10 minutes, movement for your body. And today we're going to talk about the last one, which is scribing. And the only reason I think it's called scribing is so that SAVERS was the acronym for his 6 habits, because writing or journaling really didn't fit into that mix. So we're going to talk about scribing. We're going to talk about writing and why that is important, because everything you've already done, you can say in your head. You can speak out loud gratitude, 3 things. You can say your affirmations out loud. You can visualize things. You can do all of that. But there is power when you go pen to paper. For some reason, there is just this release of stress. There is this definitive thought, I feel like, when you write it out. So what I have done to make this habit something that can stick, something that's doable, not adding more work to my morning, is I have just gotten a little journal like this. I have a couple of them. Some of them are smaller, some of them are bigger, where they are like a full, spiral-bound notebook that we got in grade school. And I just write out everything we've talked about. So I take out that journal page, I open to the next blank page, and I write out, 3 things that I'm grateful for on that piece of paper. And then I write out 3 or 4 affirmations. And then I write out 2 or 3 big dreams that I have for our family or my team or my health, whatever I'm working on. And then I do my exercise, and then I do my reading. And one thing that you can do that I love is when you're reading and you underline something, why is that sticking out to you? That's writing. That's getting that thought out of your head and putting it to paper. That is taking it that next step and like really thinking about it. So if you're reading, whether it's a devotion or a personal development book, and something sticks out to you, don't let that just pass along. Like, underline it and come back to it and write it out, and maybe write some thoughts that you have about that quote or why that stuck out to you. What do you want to improve in your life, or what did that remind you of? What scenario in life did that remind you of? What stage of life? What did you overcome? Or however it may affect you. Sometimes it's reading something and you think of somebody else. Write their name down. Take that journal and write those down in there, okay? Write those thoughts down and get them out of your head and put them to paper. The other thing that I like to do at this point in time is write out some prayers. Just take some time and write out 3 to 4 prayers. This is probably what I do 90% of the time, is I will so I'll take you through my morning with this. Because time is precious, and before I had Hayden and Lincoln, I would spend 10 minutes on each of these activities. But as you can see, time is precious, and we've been up since 4:30. So, now I will set my timer for 2 minutes each activity, and I will write out 2 minutes of gratitude. So maybe it's more than 3 things, but I write out 2 minutes of gratitude. I set my timer for 1 to 2 minutes and write my affirmations, write positive statements about my life, about my marriage, about kids, my business, my health, thoughts that I'm telling myself. Write out 2 to 3 big goals that I have for myself, our business, our finances, where Jesus has me, things I want to accomplish. Then I'll do my, like, exercise will come later. Then I'll pull out my book and set 10, 15 minutes, and I will read personal development. And then I'll set my timer again for another 2 to 5 minutes, depending on how much time I have. And I will write out my prayers. And I'll just get those thoughts onto paper. And one thing that's really cool is that during this time, the more you practice it, the more things will come to you, the more aware you will be with the thoughts and feelings that you're having. And I can go back to when, like, I started this, and I have that stage of my life written down, and I can see God moving in me. I can see the work being done. I can feel the work being done, and just moving things progressively forward in my life by being diligent with these habits. So it's super cool to be able to go back to some of those journals and read through and see answered prayers, or see old negative thoughts that I had in 2015. And some of them are still there, and I'm like, man, I've been working on this a long time. Or some of them are, man, I'm so glad I overcame that. But writing it down and giving it like a space, and getting them out of my head onto a piece of paper is just super, super helpful. So I hope that has been helpful. Go grab yourself a Dollar Tree journal, something like that. Super simple to find. Meijer, Target, Dollar Store, Kroger probably has them at checkout. Wherever you are, I'm sure you can find just like a little notepad, and just start writing some thoughts down in the morning, and getting them out of your head. That's really what this is about, is just taking the thoughts that you're having and putting them onto paper, and getting them out of your head. So I hope this was helpful. We'll have one last check-in today, and then I'll have a closing out post for you guys tomorrow morning. But hopefully you guys have learned a thing or two, and you've been able to implement a habit, and I can't wait to check in with you guys tomorrow and see how this has changed your day-to-day in the last 7 days. So happy Saturday. Have an awesome day. Comment below with something that you guys are doing for fun. My husband is gone for the day, so this is what we are doing. We are hanging out. We are going to be cleaning up the basement, and I'm going to get ahead on some laundry. So happy Saturday, you guys, and we'll see you soon.